What's up, everybody, and welcome to the channel, and you know what time it is.
One of the best to ever do it.
Yup, it is time to give you another update on the ice conditions out here on Lake St. Clair. And my first stop is going to be the Crocker boat launch. And as you can probably hear on the mic, we have a lot of wind going on right now, and it is blowing in from the main lake near shore. So let me show you what is going on out here at Crocker. So as you can see, there is a few guys out here fishing, but we have some bands of open water that have formed over off to the side here, going along the marinas and heading out towards the lake, and then cuts across out towards the spillway. So that is not good. So a little bit of ice that guys are out on right now. But let's go to the next stop and let's see how well L'Anse Creuse Bay is doing. So this is the stuff that I was talking about that's kind of formed a water line going into Hideaway Harbor over in front of the spillway. This stuff where there is ice looks sketchy. This is all open water. There's water on top of the ice over there. There's water on top of the ice over here. You got the gas pocket zone out over here. You got some more pockets. This corner looks like sketch city right now, guys. So I would not head out past anything off of where you see those guys there at all. You're not going to be in good shape. I would wait until after this really cold weather comes through this weekend, and let's see how this forms up. I'll give you another update on this when that happens. So I am out here at L'Anse Creuse Bay, and well, got a lot of ice out there, but I'm seeing some stacking happening from the wind. I can see the open water. It is definitely approaching. But you know, in the last video, how I talked about this line that goes from the point at Beacons Cove out to the point at the Metro Park? Well, we have it now. So I was curious how this is going to happen. You can see this is roughly where it's at. If you follow that stacked ice, that's going to be your outside pressure crack this year. There's a line a little further out, but that's probably going to be the thick section of it as you go out. And then as I walk out here all the way to the end of the wall, I am seeing open pockets here and there all over the place out here. This stuff looks like it's forming pretty good. And then if you go look right back to the side of the trailer park, right over my right shoulder there are a couple guys on that stacked ice fishing. Does not look like anybody is actually standing on the ice inside Beacons. Looks like that has been getting a little beaten up from the water influx from the lake since we've had east winds blowing water in. So let's head on up to the next location. While I'm on my way to my next stop, let me know down in the comments if you have been out here on Lake St. Clair yet. And if you haven't been, let me know when you think you're going to get out on the water for the first time this year and get some convicts and some sunnies through the ice out here on Lake St. Clair. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go down below, hit that red subscribe button, and ding that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. So I'm at my next stop here at the upper end of L'Anse Creuse Bay, aka the day sail. And well, I am not liking what I am seeing, guys. This wind is doing some damage to this main lake ice here in L'Anse Creuse Bay. Open water is about a half mile away from the ramp where I'm at. It is all broken up. There's water popping up through the holes. The ice that was in here, you know, was an inch and a half. But it's just not taking the beating from this wind very, very well. So I think L'Anse Creuse Bay, barring how much snow we get, is probably not going to be a go until mid to the end of next week. I'm hoping for Sunday or Monday personally, so I can get out and go do some fishing. So let's head on up to the next stop. So as I am driving around the park here, it looks like the two marinas and the basins are looking like they're in pretty good shape. Very, very slick ice. I would definitely pull out that spud bar if I was you if you're planning on trying this backwater area here in the Metro Park and looking at where everybody parks for the marsh to go fish, they are definitely back there fishing in the back part of the marsh. So, with that said, and I have a limited amount of time, let's head up to the other end of the lake and check out some other places.
I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back.
So I am out here at Anchor Bay at the Selfridge boat ramp, and this main lake ice looks like it has been moving a bunch. And this looks like the theme for the US side here right now, with all the water being pushed in. This ice is moving around, it's breaking up, getting pockets opened up, water on top of it. So I don't think anything really main lake in the central, in the middle of the lake here, Anchor Bay, Lance Cruise Bay, is going to be safe. Definitely going to be stuck to the canals and the marinas this weekend. And I'll show you, there's quite a few guys here fishing the boat ramp right now. So, quick stop over at Brandenburg. I did hear that some of this wind has chewed it up, and that has happened. Essentially, it has stacked the ice up to about 10 or 20 yards to the end of the fishing pier, and the stuff that is near shore here is broken and loose and doesn't look that thick. We really need this wind to stop, guys. We really do. We have some excellent, excellent ice-making weather coming over the weekend. Hope we don't get a ton of snow. If we do, it is what it is. But got some single-digit lows and negative lows coming. And I really need this wind to stop. So do you guys. All the shops need this wind to stop. All right, let's go up to the far north end of the lake. Take a look at that. I'm not going to stop at Mary Burke Park because that is also going to look exactly like Brandenburg, all chewed up from this wind. Let's head on up to the raft. Alrighty, I am up here on the north end of the lake. As you can see behind me, we have guys out here fishing, and actually off over to that direction there, that is the Fairhaven boat launch. So we have quite a bit of guys out here fishing. Looks like they're working their way out to basically the sandbar zone. So they got probably 150 yards to 100 yards off the shore here that looks to be fairly stable. And a lot of guys are out here fishing, looking at the spud holes that are down here in front of me. Looks like the ice is pretty good up here. So this is going to be probably your first shot at main lake ice out here on Lake St. Clair this weekend when all that snow is going down. So let's head on over to the raft. Let's see how busy the raft is. Let's go. So as you can see back behind me here, we do have a handful of guys out here fishing in the bay at the raft. Got some guys fishing the canals down there. Looks like they're in the marinas. They're pretty well spread out, guys. So we have some very fishable ice. Looks like they're working out to basically the grass island out here. It's about as far as guys are going. So now, if you stay tuned this long, you're gonna get an actual fishing report right about now. So because you hung out long enough, I'm gonna give you guys a fishing report. And to those guys that left early, you need to come back to the video and check it out. So it's really simple, guys. Pretty much the majority of the fishing has been curtailed to the channels, a little bit of the main lake, and a lot of this is private access. There is some public access. There has been some great catches, there's been some catches, and there's been some dink-fest cities going on. So, the best way to do this is just show you guys a lot of fish porn. So enjoy. And as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to click down below. And as always, tight lines, happy casting, and we'll see you on the next video. Now let's roll that fish porn.